How can we find the point of intersection between 2 points? Between 2 graphs. For example, we have 2 roads, okay? We have this black road, okay? And we have this blue road, and this blue road is like this, let's say, okay? So what are the points of intersection in between those two? This point that they cut each other or they meet each other, this is called the point of intersection. And this point belongs to both of them, and they are equal in those 2 points, okay? So now we understood graphically what's point of intersections. Now, first, I like to solve this graphically for you guys, and then we will start the lesson, okay? First, I want to graph this here, and then we will start the lesson. How can we graph this? This is absolute value, it means V. And this is minus, it means the V is 2 downward. This is minus 3, it means goes to right, 1, 2, 3, and downward. This is plus 6, goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like this, okay? This is not exact value, just I drew it by my mind, that's it. How about this one, 6 minus x? X is like this. If we have minus is like this, it will be a reverse of this. And this 6 is plus, so it goes 6 units to up. Let's say 1, let's say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it touches this like this. So it maybe has 2 points of intersections. If you found 1 point, it will be false. So if you found 2 points, it will be true. Okay? So now we solve this graphically. Let's solve this. How can we find the points? How can we solve in an algebraic way? First point, it means we have x and y. Okay, be careful. Those 2 points, we have x and y. How can I find f of x is equal to g of x? So we can say f of x is equal to g of x. Instead of this f of x, write this equation minus absolute value of 2x minus 3 plus 6, which is equal to g of x is 6 minus x. 6 minus x. And then, because this is not a linear function, we have to bring everything or take everything to one side if we have power 2 or power 3 like this. But if we have an absolute value, be careful, how can we remove an absolute value? Please write a note for yourself. If we have an absolute value equation, how can we remove? We can remove the absolute value equation by this way. Take the absolute value alone and then separate. So we have this word. First, absolute value. Value must be alone and then separate. How can we remove the absolute value? By separate. Okay. How can we change this to become alone in one side? Okay, we mean alone, it means alone in one side. So this 6 go to other side. This minus will remain here. 2x minus 3 is equal to 6 minus x. This 6 comes to this side, it becomes minus 6. Okay, so 6 and 6 cancel. So we can say minus absolute value of 2x minus 3 is equal to, we said 6 and 6 cancel, those two cancel each other, so what's remain? Minus x is remain. How can we remove this minus, those two minus? We can say minus, multiply minus 1, multiply minus 1, it becomes plus 1. Now look, absolute value is alone in one side. And then, when it's alone, then separate. Separate by positive and negative for the other side. Okay? 2x minus 3 is equal to x, or 2x minus 3 is equal to x, but one of them should be minus. You can put the minus in front of here, but you have to put in a bracket, okay? But I send to the other side, that's okay, okay? And then, what should we do? Send this x to other side, 2x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. I just bring this to here between those two, it becomes plus x. Okay, be careful. I took this to this side, it becomes plus x. And I want to take this to this side, so it becomes 2x minus x minus 3, which is equal to 0. And then 2x minus x, it becomes x. Okay, and minus 3 is equal to 0. So 3 go to other side, x is equal to 3. So we found a value for x is equal to 3. The other value, let's find. 2x plus 3x plus x, it becomes 3x. Minus 3 is equal to 0. And then 3 go to other side. 3x is equal to 3. Divide by 3 to remove this 3. Divide by 3 to remove this 3. We divided by 3. So cancel, 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 cancel. We can say x is equal to 1. We found another value for x. Now, we have how many values? We have two values. One of them is 1. Look, we have 1 here. And the other one is 3. Look, exactly we found it, okay? And mentally we found it, but we were not sure the graphical because we did it mentally. Now we need the points. It means we have to find the x and y. We can write here. For this one we can write here beside it. The x is 1 and here the x is 3. If we put 1 in the place of f or in g is easier. You can put in g, same. If you put in f or g, it will be same. Put 1 here, 6 minus 1, it will be 5. So this point is 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Okay, this point. And the other point is 3 and what? 3 and, put 3 here, so it becomes 3 and 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So this is 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Okay, that's it. Please, guys, pay attention on this red sentence. How can we solve an equation if we have an absolute value? This is my idea, guys. Take the absolute value alone in one side and then separate to two parts, positive and negative. Okay, that is it. That will be so easy, guys. Okay, and before everything, please study graphically, mentally. You need 2 seconds for mentally, how can we graph this, and then to make sure just solve the equation in an algebraic way. Okay, hope you understand this, guys.